Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing okay. And today, I'm going to be bringing you your match preview for Tottenham Hotspur's clash with Leeds United. It does take place this Saturday afternoon with a 12:30 kickoff in the Premier League, live from Ellen Road. But before we get into the video, make sure, if you're new here, to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss an upload on the content. So I think you can expect to see all kinds of Tottenham Hotspur content, whether that be match previews, match reviews, player ratings, predicted lineups, Tottenham updates, transfer updates, umpires, Premier League shows, top 5 lists, debriefs and day after shows after every single Tottenham Hotspur game and fixture, the whole shebang. So make sure to smash that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, Tottenham Hotspur are set to take on Leeds United live this Saturday afternoon with a 12:30 kickoff from Ellen Road. And look, I cannot wait for this game. I really am excited. Now, you look at a position we were in last week, right? Just coming off a massive loss to Manchester City in the cup final. Absolutely going, right? And we were heading into that Sheffield United game with no real confidence, if I'm being 100% honest. Thinking the season's over, there's no point anymore. We got knocked out earlier in the season from the Europa League, by Dynamo Zagreb, one of the most embarrassing defeats in the club's history. We've just lost a cup final, which means it will be now 14 years since Tottenham Hotspur have won a trophy. We've sacked Jose Mourinho, one of the most, basically one of the greatest managers of all time, who's won so many trophies. The board have tried to enter us into this Super League. Everything just felt so awful at Tottenham Hotspur, just so wrong. And it just seemed like this season was going to go down as one of the worst in the club's history. But then after that game, I was thinking to myself, all we can do right now is win our remaining fixtures. If we win all of our remaining fixtures, we either get Champions League football or we get Europa League football, right? That's my thinking towards it. And I think the players really did put on a fantastic display against Sheffield United and get us a massive 3 points. So as I say, heading into that game, I weren't looking forward to it at all. But after that fantastic, phenomenal performance where Gareth Bale scored his first hat-trick since, I believe, 2012 for Tottenham Hotspur and in the Premier League, taking on one of the most attacking sides in the Premier League this Saturday. I cannot wait for it. As far as tactics go, you can expect to see an absolute goal fest. Goals galore in this game, in my opinion, right? My score prediction for this one is, I'm going to go 5-3 Tottenham. I do have a feeling we will concede quite a few in this game, 2 or 3 if I'm being 100% honest. But I do believe we will outscore Leeds United. Now, under Jose Mourinho, if we were still under management of him, obviously, I'd be heading into this game predicting a 0-0 or a 1-0. But you've seen the way that Ryan Mason sets out his team. He's very loyal to his words that he wants us to play the Tottenham way, attacking, expansive, expressive football, right? And as I say, if we are set to take on Leeds United, the most attacking side in the Premier League, right? They just do not stop. They couldn't care less about defending. I do believe we are going to have to try and outscore them. We can't defend and try and counter-attack, in my opinion. It may work, but with a side like Leeds United, they are eventually going to break you down. They are eventually going to put the ball into the back of the net. Now, you look at some of their fixtures against teams, Leeds United this season. If you can hold them off, right, if you can deal with them, you can absolutely destroy them. You can beat them, with no real effort if you know what to do. Now, the main way of beating Leeds United I've seen with many teams this season is sit back, absorb the pressure and counter-attack. But with Tottenham Hotspur, I don't believe we have a good enough defence, especially against an attacking Leeds United side, to just sit back, absorb the pressure and counter-attack. I believe we're going to have to go all guns blazing in this game, in my opinion. We're going to have to outscore them, in my opinion. Hence the fact I did predict a 5-3 Tottenham, because I do believe that's the way this game is going to go. If it doesn't, I'll be very surprised, because I do expect a lot of goals in this one. So I expect us to play attacking and expansive football, and who knows how many we can score. Who honestly knows how many we can score? Because everyone goes on about Leeds United and how entertaining they are and how good they are at, attacking the opposition. Really fast football, first touch football. Some of their runs from the likes of Alioski from zone 12 to 17 is absolutely phenomenal, right? I feel the players in their team are very positionally aware. They know what they're doing. They're very well organised. Fitness it's to the point under Bielsa. But you look at their side and see everything seems perfect except from one thing, which lets them down time after time after time, and it's their defence. It's their defence, right? No zonal marking at all. They don't use zonal marking. They don't use the zonal strategy of football when it comes to defending. They use the strategy of watching the ball, make sure you stay with your man, and it comes to cost them so many times because they tend to commit so many players forward when they're playing this first touch football, when they're really playing expressive and attacking football, that teams can counter-attack them with no real toughness. You know, teams can counter them and they don't really have to try to put the ball into the back of the net, because you've seen a many time when teams have counter-attacked Leeds United this season, they've absolutely broke through them because they only have enough time to get about 2 people back. So look, I definitely think we can break them down, because defensively, in my opinion, they are not good enough. Their centre-halves aren't good enough, in my opinion. I believe if they had a good defence, they could definitely be pushing for European football, because they're up front, they are on point, in my opinion. Patrick Bamford has been phenomenal ever since coming to the Premier League. Obviously, a Chelsea reject, went to Leeds United. People were like, yeah, he's not really going to succeed yet. He's went to Leeds United, scored so many goals, been an absolutely phenomenal player. Obviously, some of their transfers, the likes of Rafinha, you know, he's been absolutely brilliant, in my opinion, at Leeds United. Scored some absolute crackers. Jack Harrison, on loan from Manchester City, he's been brilliant as well. So they have got some very good players up top. But I do believe if we can deal with their players up top, if we can outscore them, as I say, because their defence is awful, I do believe we can go on to pick up a massive 3 points in this game. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Thank you all for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!